Okay, hi everyone, thanks for being here. I'm very happy to be back live streaming here on Twitch, YouTube X, and also Kick. So thanks a lot if you're already watching. I'm gonna keep working on some of the same stuff I've been working on the past few days. So I just want to get the hang of getting back to live streaming. So I don't want to get too much into coding inside the Unreal Engine because I'm working on some things that could be boring for a live stream. So I'm working that off stream. But I will be certainly working on some coding stuff in the next few days inside Unreal Engine if you're interested in that. If not, if you're just interested in like the pixel art stuff and the modeling and how the models look inside the world and shit, so I'll be doing that today. I'll still be working with Crocotile3D, Pixel Batcher, Aseprite, and all of the other software. So let's start here. So I've been using this in these past few days. I've been using these references, and yesterday I had been working on something like this. Okay, so let me just cylinder tower. Yes, I was working on something like this. See, so I was working on this kind of structures. Let me replace the tile set. So this is the first one that I was working on. Okay, not that one. Yeah, this one. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is what I was working on yesterday. It was tricky, but I was trying to find like the easiest way of doing this kind of structure, right? Like a dome. And I had done it before, but the way that I did it before here in Crocotile, it's that I just went adding face by face until I created like a curve. Oh, what's up, Grimeshine? How you doing, man? Very happy to see you here. Really appreciate it, man. So here's my very good friend Grimeshine on Twitch. So yeah, I'll keep working, dude. I'll keep working to see where can I get today. But I really appreciate it that you showed up today also. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, I was thinking about this kind of structures and trying to find a way, because someone told me like 2 streams ago, could you help me out? How could you make like this kind of different structures in Crocotile? So that's what I did. Okay, so today I want to work on something different from what I worked in the past 2 days. So I was seeing some of the references, and I was seeing this one. I'm liking the vibe of this one, but also I want to get some ideas from this one, like the colors, maybe not the structure, maybe the structure. I really like this cut where you get to the door, so I will try and do that today. Yes, I will try and do something like that. But also I was seeing these 2 towers which look, this one, I don't know if I'm gonna get today I'm gonna get to do something like this. If not, I'll definitely just come back tomorrow and do something like this. We'll get to doing something like this in one of these streams, definitely. So let me start with something like this one, because I'm gonna do the beveling in Blender afterwards. Maybe I can add some details like this ones that I'm seeing here. Also, Grimeshine says I finally got melee attacks, a bow and an arrow pickup, health UI, knockback, and hit stop on my roll like test project. I'm pretty hyped. Holy shit, dude, that is a fucking lot of progress. You're putting pressure on me, because I really have to get back to work on the battles and shit of Spaceman Memories. I've been working on other stuff, on UI and some interactions, and I've been thinking about menus and some optimization. I've also been thinking about the save game system, so some things that aren't that interesting for live streams, but all of the progress that you're talking about, dude, that is like the dream. I'm very happy that you have figured all of that out. Holy shit, dude. That's great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. Okay, so yeah, it's good. So Grimeshine is also working with Unreal Engine 5. We met through Unreal Engine 5. That is like the thing that made us friends. So I'm hoping to see what Grimeshine comes up with in the next few months. Pretty pumped about that. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm gonna try and do maybe something like this. I'm liking these ones because I'm thinking here on how do I want to approach this, because the difference from this one is that this was just one piece. I want to make this kind of structures like in the same tile set, because they are different pieces, but I want to use like the same tile set. I'm really liking the vibe of this one, like the lighting and everything. Oh, Grimeshine says on Twitch, I tried to sucker my friends into learning Unreal Engine with me, and none of them took the bait, so I was frustrated and found you on YouTube, and the rest is history, people. The rest is history. Now we're very good friends with Grimeshine. We have shared a lot about our processes and the ups and downs of solo game development. So yeah, that is like the best way of saying how things turned out. That is the power of the internet, people. I saw a tweet today by John Carmack, the creator, the lead programmer creator of Doom from id Software, and he said that John Carmack said that he was trying to do a retreat, like a few days, like 5 days, I think. I saw this on Twitter, and he said that he was trying to do like this retreat and trying to do a detox of digital stuff, not using like the internet and not using computers, something like that. And he said like in just a few days he was having questions that were very hard for him to answer, and he had a big need of the internet. And he said at the end of the tweet, the internet is like a very powerful tool. So we cannot imagine how powerful the internet is until things like this happen, like what happened with Grimeshine. Adri1, what's up? Great to have you back here. Really appreciate it. How was your day? What are you up to? What are you working on right now? Okay, so I'll try this one first. We'll try this one. We'll make like the base. I'm not going to make this one as tall as the one that we see under reference, but I'll try like this curve that we see here, like the in for the door. So let's start. As always, Pixel Basher. Okay, so let me just grab up Pixel Basher here and just leave like the reference here. Okay, so now you can see it better. Okay, great. So I'm trying to for the chat not to cover it. Okay, let me see. Yeah, maybe there. Yes, let's go. Okay, so let me see. I always start, so this is my process. I'm going to go and break down my process of how I start with something here in Crocotile. I'll just go step by step. So if anyone, with Pixel Basher, if anyone wants to do it like that, this is like my process. So I always go and try to use like this front view panels library, because those are like the best ones for this kind of things that I am trying to do for 3D stuff. Not everything inside Pixel Basher works for 3D stuff. So Grimeshine, I really like how the door area is like indented into the building in the reference. Fuck yeah, dude. That is like the main thing that I was thinking about trying today. Like the indented. Yeah, that was the word that I was looking for. So I am not a native English speaker, so I just forget the fucking words sometimes. And thanks a lot for Grimeshine for reminding me what the right word for this was. Yes, this indented part of the house. So let's fucking try that. We'll try the boxes here to like those things that come out. Maybe they're going to be part of the whole geometry. Maybe they're going to be different pieces. So I start with something like this from these front view panels. I always set the grid to 16 by 16. That is like my main way of working. And let me see. So I'm thinking about the size of this. Let me go and see the references. So this is one of the towers that I was working on yesterday. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this one. Yeah, we'll make this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe this one doesn't need to be. Yeah, I'm thinking this one doesn't need to be like, yeah, different, a bit different. Okay, so how tall? I'm always thinking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm counting like the grid here. So each of these grids is 16 by 16 pixels, if you're wondering. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tall. We'll do the same here. Maybe this one a bit taller. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So is this? No, this should be taller. This should be 6. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so this is that front part. So now, because this one is going to be different than the other geometry I've made, I'm just gonna do some tests here like yesterday before going and doing like the full. Oh, a new follower on Twitch. Thanks a lot for subscribing. I'm seeing that your name is in Japanese, and I am not fluent in reading Japanese yet. So I'm very sorry, but because I can't read your name, but I'm very sorry about that. But I really appreciate it. I'm honored that you follow the channel. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. If you want to leave a comment in Japanese, you can leave a comment in Japanese. I'll just translate it here and answer to you in English, and you can read like the response in the subtitles. So thanks a lot for that. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and do like the same yellow. Do we try like the same yellow? I don't know if we... I'm thinking I really like these tones, these greenish yellowish tones. Maybe this is too fucking crazy, but I'll go with this one. Yes, looks different than the one that I did yesterday. Yeah, a bit of more brightness. Okay, so first thing first. So this, I'm thinking about how to do the indent that Grimeshine was saying. Okay, so this is the front. I'm just not going to think about this. Okay. Okay, first, I'm gonna bring one of these patterns. Yeah, this one is the one that works. Okay, so let me see. I'm just thinking here. Yeah, which is the best way of approaching this one? I'm thinking about the indent in the structure. Okay, so I'll just go and add like the windows so I can think more clearly. Okay, so for the windows, I'm gonna try and use... I'm gonna try and use one of the ones that I haven't used in this past streams. I think I already used this one. So let's try this one. Yes, I will try this one. And... trying to find like the right tone. Maybe this is too bright. Yes. Oh, Adrian, what software is this? This is called Pixel Basher. You can find it on itch.io. That's where you can find it. Also, I think that the software has a website, pixelbasher.com or pixelbasher.dev, something like that. But you can get it. It's on early access. Like the development seems to be like on standby, but it works. It works even on early access. It works. It's what I've been using for my textures in my game. Very good. Free God 101. What's up? How you doing? Very good to have you here. Really happy about it. What are you up to? Are you also into games, into making games? Or a gamer? Okay, so I'm working here on the windows. So I'll try and use some different patterns here. Like these are patterns like for glass, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one. We'll try other colors today. Maybe this one. Maybe this. Okay, now this looks like a window. See, so it's like the reflection of the sun. What else can we add here? So I'm thinking that maybe this window is a bit too big. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Not yet. I just need to move it a bit more up here. Okay, there it is. Grimeshine, have you played the game Caves of Quid? No, dude, I haven't played it. So I saw you were playing it on Steam earlier. So was it released recently, or is it like an older game? Yeah, I haven't played it. What is the genre? What is the type of gameplay? Okay, let me grab some stuff. Maybe we can add a ladder to this one. We'll see how the ladder looks, if it makes sense. Okay, I'm just gonna duplicate this one to make one of the other sides. And okay, there it is. Okay, so also I always add like in the lower part of a structure, like here, I add maybe a gradient or maybe a texture, like to make it look like old or like dirt, like dirty. Yeah, that's the right word. So I do this and I reduce the opacity of this. So see, it gives a bit more life to it. And I could also do that like in the top. like on this part, so it's dirt on the top also. And I can reduce the opacity and put it behind the window, and there it is. See, now it gives it a bit of more detail to the whole structure. Okay, Grimeshine, I want to like it. About Caves of Quid, right? It makes zero sense to me though. It's been in development since 2015. Yeah, a while ago, right? It's kind of like Dwarf Fortress, I guess. Yeah, I know Dwarf Fortress. I've heard great things, but I have no idea what's going on when I play it. That does happen with some games, man. That just happens with some games. So it's an indie game, or it's a AA game. Yeah, that does happen. Does it have like a big community? What does the community say about the gameplay? Okay, I'm thinking about this. I could use this one again. Okay, well, I'm gonna add the shadow before I forget about it. So I'm thinking if this, because this part, I'm not gonna model this part. Thinking if it's going to be enough for like the height of the door for the spaceman, for the player. So let's go and see that. Yes, let's go and see that in Aseprite before I keep going. I'm just gonna change some colors here. I'll just paint this yeah, I like that tone. Okay, so the sides. What can I add to the sides? Yeah, maybe one window also. Let's try and use this one. Okay. Maybe something like this. I'm thinking that maybe this should be a bit brighter, right? Or maybe no. Yeah, I like this tone. Okay, yes, I like this. Maybe just a bit brighter. No, not that much. Okay, there it is. Okay, great. I like this. So this is going to be the front and the side, and this is the part that is going to have the indent, and then I'm going to do the door, yeah, afterwards. So let's export this to the clipboard and let's bring this to Aseprite. So Grimeshine, a solo developer, is making Caves of Quid. Yeah, big community. They say it's like the greatest. Oh, holy shit, really, the greatest RPG of all time. That's what the community says. So yeah, this is a passionate community, but you definitely need to use your imagination to fill in the gaps. Yeah, I've just been like, my head has been like so into Spaceman Memories that sometimes this kind of games I don't know about them. Yeah, there are so many games, yeah, in the market. It's crazy. I'm definitely gonna see Caves of Quid, Grimeshine, because that phrase, like the greatest RPG of all time, sounds crazy. So I gotta get to see it by myself. Okay, so Let me see. I'm just gonna export this one. So I'm just testing here. I'm just playing around, nothing final yet. I'm just trying to see how I'm going to approach using the texture for the modeling. So this one's going to be indented house. Yes, indented house. Okay. Okay, so here it is. Now I can grab this, bring it to Aseprite. Let me see if I can scale this without losing that much detail. I'm gonna try it again. So here's where the door is going. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, there it is. And now this. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna save this one because this is a new one. Indented tower. Where the fuck is it? Indented house, yeah. No. Okay, there it is. So this is like the start of this house. Now, I'm sure that I have like enough space here for the door. So I'm gonna copy and paste this one. You'll see what I'm trying to do. You'll see it in a bit. So I'm just trying to see that the space for the door is like the right one. Oh shit. Yeah, that is one of the things that is most buggy in Pixel Basher, like the undo functionality. Yeah. So if you're going to use Pixel Basher, be careful with the undos, because it gets a bit lost there. Okay, great. Now I can just figure out the space or the door. Should I use this one? I'm gonna try another one. I'm gonna try this one. This one is for windows, but if you make it taller, you can also use it for doors. So we'll go with something like that. We'll see if this works. I'm gonna use this one for the door. Does this look too crazy? No, it doesn't. I like that one. Okay, great. Now I can export this again. Now I can be sure. Oh, shit. Yes. Yes. The texture, people. The one from the lower part. Okay, this one. And... this one. Okay. Yes. We're almost there, so I can start modeling. 3D modeling. Okay, so now I have a reference of the size of the door. And I can be sure, yes, I'm fucking sure that this is gonna work. So because Crocotile models in a grid, like in the way of a grid, I'm pretty sure that the tiles that I'm gonna be using in Crocotile are 16 by 16. So this works for me. Yeah, this works for the indent that goes into the house, like in the reference. Okay, Grimeshine, do you have any systems in your game for making objects transparent when your character is hidden behind them? Fuck yeah, dude. I have that system. It's a very interesting system. I'm gonna show it later on the stream. Yes, I have that system for these certain objects. Yes, and that was a tricky thing to figure out. Took me a while. I just procrastinated it for like 6 fucking months. Until I started and sat down one day and told to myself, I'm gonna figure this out, because it was an issue on the beginning of Spaceman Memories. It was a big issue because I was using, like, in Unreal Engine, you've got this thing, like it's called a spring arm that changes like the distance of the camera if you're just behind a geometry. But I didn't want that. I didn't want like the camera to get closer and not get covered by the geometry. I wanted things to get transparent, so I made that system. But I also saw, yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you the asset also. I also saw that in one of the courses of Cobra Code in Udemy, he has a cool system of being behind objects. I saw that it had a very cool mask, so I really have to sit down and see like that specific part of Cobra Code's course in Udemy. But yeah, I struggled with that. Many months I struggled with that shit. Yes, fuck that shit. Okay, so now I can just move this here and like move this here. I'm just gonna paint this one yellow, all of this edge. Okay, great. Fucking A. Okay, so let me extend this canvas, because I'm gonna need like something like for the roofs or any other things. I want to make everything in just one tile set. Don't want to use 2 different tile sets like yesterday, so I want to make sure that I have enough space for this. Okay, so how much would I add on the height plus What are the multiples of 16, 16, 32, 48, 64? Let's try adding 64 more pixels. No. Okay, so let's try plus 32. Yes, this works. Okay, great. I'm gonna delete this one because I don't need it anymore. Okay, so we're almost there, so I can at least start like making a bare bones version of this house. Okay, Gramshine. Yeah, cool. I've been struggling with that. Daniel Fraño. Some late night cooking happening here. Fuck yeah, dude. So Daniel Fraño, which is currently in San Diego, California. How's the weather there, dude? By the way, is it hot like in our beloved country Honduras? Because Daniel Fraño is also from where I am, but he's in California right now. Okay, indented house. Yeah. Okay, at least I can go and start modeling. Sunny and cold, perfect weather in San Diego, California. Very cool, man. Very cool that you got a nice weather. So, have you been working on your game, dude? So, by the way, Daniel Fraño is also working on a game. Also, a fellow game developer. Have you been working on the game? Or are you just playing with the rogue allies? Motherfucker. He bought a rogue ally recently. Okay, so yeah. So this is the texture. And now I know I can... Let me see, 16, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna do it up to here. And if I do this, then I can do this. Yes. And now I have space for the indent of the house. And I can try and use like this part for... You'll see what's going to happen now. Every day gotta log in, says Fraño, working on the game. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. That's like the right attitude that we should have had like in December. But we were just fucking around in December, right? Remember we were talking about that? So it's good. It's good to be back doing cool shit. Okay, so the music stopped. There it is. It's back. Only Hans. It's colder in Seattle than San Diego. Yes. So you're far up north. So I would assume that it's way colder than in San Diego, California. So Only Hans is also a very, very good friend of mine. So we've got all of the West Coast today here in the live stream. Fuck yeah. All of the West Coast today. Fun live stream. Are you still eating like the things that you were eating? Only Hans? You were eating those chucherias, right? Yeah, Daniel Fraño, West Coast, Best Coast, baby. Fuck yeah, dude. That's where all of the cool stuff comes from in the US. Okay, what the fuck is happening here? Yes, I think it was a bug. Okay, so now, see, I could put this here, but I'm not gonna do that because we're doing things differently today. I'm just gonna come here and place it there. See? Fuck yeah. We've got like the indent we were talking about. So now I'm thinking about which is the best way of approaching this side of the house. Okay, yes, I'm gonna leave this one here. And add this one here. So is this the one that I should use here? No, this is the one, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking that one. Okay, for the back, I'm just gonna use this one. I think this model specifically, I will bring it into Blender to bevel like the edges because they are too sharp. But at least, yeah, it is making sense. Like in the reference. See, this is the reference I'm using currently for this idea. So now I'm gonna bring it into Unreal Engine so I can be sure that the size of the door and the indent works. Only Hans, I ate all the chucherias, so so I just ate some pasta now. Fuck yeah, that's the life, living the life, eating pasta and chucherias. Okay, so how I'm gonna approach this one, like for the, so many of the roofs really don't matter here in Spaceman Memories if they aren't like, they don't have like an angle and I'm not able to see them. I'm just gonna place anything here, so I'm just gonna use that one. Okay, so just for the sake of seeing is if all the scaling works, I'm gonna go into Unreal Engine. So let me just fire up the project and we'll see if this space works with the scaling of the current character. Okay, let's wait for it to load. I'm thinking, let me see the other references. Yeah. Okay, first, let's bring this to Blender. Yes, we're gonna do the beveling before bringing this to Unreal Engine. I fucking love how fucking quick Blender loads. Yes, that is the power of open source software. So I'm just gonna open it right now. And it's gonna load very quick. Let me just find Blender. Are you gonna crash on me, Blender? While I was talking good about you, no. Didn't crash on me. Okay, great. I'm gonna export this one. Okay. Okay, great. Awesome. Oh, Daniel, you still there, dude? What have you been playing, by the way? Because I know you've been working on the game you're making, but also, what have you been playing? You didn't tell me what games you were trying in the Rogalai in the recent days. Or maybe I forgot. Maybe you told me. I'm just talking shit. Okay. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah, I was seeing it from this side. This could be also a good idea. I just need to change the texture. Select edges. So this one. See, this is very simple geometry. Not a high amount of faces. So this makes it very easy on the performance of the game. No, I'm not. I think I'm not gonna bevel that one. I think those are the ones I want to add a bevel to. Okay, those are the edges. Okay, let's try this. Yes, Grimeshine says, planning on any interiors? Yeah, dude. I've been working on the interiors and I still don't fucking get there. It has been very tricky, but like, I'm not gonna do a lot of interiors because it's a lot of work for just one person. But like in main places of the story, like grocery stores, like a place where you can buy things like weapons or upgrades for the player, or like important houses where you have to talk to certain characters, I have to finish the interiors. I do hope to live stream something about that. The thing is that I don't live stream and I don't show, not even on Twitter or Instagram, any of the things if if I don't like how they look. Yeah. Yeah, I just show things until I feel that they look nice. So yeah, that's my kinda yeah, kinda self-sabotage there of not showing certain things because I feel unsure about them. Okay, so what the fuck is happening here? This is a tricky geometry, it seems, to bevel. So see what's happening here. So this is working, but this isn't working, and this isn't working either. Grimeshine says, am I gonna work on any alien strip clubs? Maybe, dude. Maybe I should work on some no, not strip clubs, but maybe I'll make like a nightclub. Yeah, like in this very dark setting, like the city, like the cyberpunk city, the one that it's already shown in the trailer. I am going to work on some interiors, so that is a good idea. Have you thought about adding alien strip clubs to your game, man? Where did that idea came from? Okay, so let me see what happens if I just try to bevel this edge. Nothing is happening there. There's an issue with this geometry, and I'm trying to figure out Why is this happening? See, so I can do this. I'm not an expert in Blender. Like the only thing that I can do in Blender is like bring in these models and do the beveling. That's all of my knowledge in Blender. I knew a lot of things in Autodesk Maya some years ago. I forgot all of it, but Blender, I have no mastery in it. So see, this isn't happening. Why is this happening? Is this about like the edge? Oh, yes. Yes. Now I get it. Fucking stupid. Yeah, I gotta subdivide this face. And I also gotta subdivide this one. Yeah. The edge has to go from here to here. That's why I'm not getting like the beveling in Blender. I'm pretty sure. You know, and if that doesn't work, yeah, it's gonna be an issue. So we'll see. Okay, so this one is going to be subdivide 2 columns. See? So that's what I needed. And in this one also, so Crocotile is smart enough to know that this is like the same vertex. It just joins it if I create that subdivision. Okay, I'm gonna save this one before I lose the progress. This is dented house 1. Okay, now this one, subdivision and 2 rows. See, this is what I needed. Okay, let's export this again. Okay, I'm gonna start again. Yo, Grimeshine, where you at, dude? You were talking about the alien strip clubs. That was an interesting topic of conversation. Where did the inspiration for that come from? Are you watching like any crazy anime show that inspired you about the alien strip clubs? Because when you say alien strip clubs, the game that comes to my mind is this one that was made by the same guy from Rick and Morty. So remember, this guy made a game, and this had like the vibe like for alien strip clubs, definitely. Intergalactic booty chicks. Yes, that has the vibe, that game. So what was the game of High on Life? Yes, High on Life. That's the name of the game. I played that game, and this game has that vibe, like alien strip clubs and intergalactic booty chicks. Yes, that definitely has the vibe of that. Okay, so this one. Okay, there it is. So now let me see if this works. I'm gonna select this one and this one and this one, and let's try the beveling. See, that was what was happening. Yeah, I needed those additional edges and vertices to make this work. If not, Blender wasn't understanding what I was trying to do. I like this one without that much like curve. Just one segment. Would this work? Maybe this would work. So let me select all of the ones that I need. Yeah, High on Life was a fucking hilarious game. Yeah, dude. It really had a funny vibe. It really felt like you were playing a movie. Yeah. That was the vibe of the game. Okay, so let's try the beveling now. See, there it is. That's what I needed. Would this look too crazy? Yeah, I think I need more segments. So we'll try 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4 it is. Let's stick with 4. Okay, so see, we're getting the same issue I was getting before on this part. So if I try to do the bevel and see, I have this edge selected, but nothing is happening because Blender just gets lost. Blender is like, dude, I cannot do anything here. I need another edge, and this is the other edge that I need to add. So I'm gonna do that. So I just need to come here. Gramshine, maybe a little column holding up the corner of that indentation could look cool. So a little column holding up the corner of like you're talking about here, like the interior, like this part. Is this part the one that you're talking about? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I need to add that edge. That's why Blender is getting lost. Okay, so I'm getting a bit of bugs today in Crocotile. Don't know why that is happening. So I select some things and I cannot unselect them. But nothing too serious. Subdivide. Are these rows? No, these are columns. Two, 1. Okay, there it is. Now Blender is going to understand me. And I'm gonna also add... So see, I don't know if this is a bug or this is like a new functionality in Crocotile because I just updated it today. I cannot unselect this. I don't know why that is happening. So I'm just gonna save this one. Okay, there it is. Oh, Grimeshine. Yeah, on the outside corner furthest away from the house though. Just an idea though, don't mind me. Okay, so let me try and get what you're saying. Like the outside corner furthest away from the house. Oh, yes. Now I get you. Yes, now I understand. Yeah. Let me try and do that, dude. Let me try and do that. We'll just try and use like the same stuff that we have here. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one 8 by 8 so I can try Grimeshine's idea. So this is what you were referring to, right? Yeah, it looks nice. It does make sense. Yes, it does. It does make sense. That would be fucking hard, dude. So Grimeshine says on Twitch that I should add to the house a couple of galactic booty cheeks. And that would be fucking hard, dude, because we do not have a lot of faces available for 3D modeling here in Crocotile. That would be a very hard endeavor. Yeah, making the intergalactic booty cheeks would be very hard here in Crocotile. Okay, so yeah, I got what you were saying. Looks really cool. So let me see what's gonna happen now with the beveling, because I'm gonna... Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave this one as a different object that I can just export and bring to the... Because if not, it's going to be an issue when I try and bevel this part. See, if I just leave this one here, because this vertex is getting connected. So I'm gonna leave this one. I'm gonna re-export it and add it to the house afterwards in Unreal Engine. So this is column. Okay, yeah, there it is. It's a separate object. So let me just make sure that... Okay, what the fuck happened here? Did I just add? Yes, I added that face to the... Deconstruct object. I'm gonna delete this one. Just the 4 faces for the column. By accident, I added that side face of the house to the object. Okay, there it is. Okay, now it's a separate object. Easier to work with. I'm gonna subdivide this one. This one's going to be 2 rows, 1 column. Yeah, there it is. So I'm just trying to join everything here, so I don't have any issues on the beveling inside Blender. Subdivide 2, 1. There it is. Okay, great. I think we're set. Almost set. Okay, there it is. Now all of the geometry is connected, and it's easier for me to do the beveling inside. Also, Grimeshane says, I like both ways of the house, with and without the column. Yes, both work. So we'll just make 2 versions in today's stream, man. Inside Unreal Engine, I will make one with 1 color with the column, and one without the column, and another color, another texture of different windows and different details. So we'll try that. Okay. Okay, let's restart. Okay, now I'm gonna select all of the outer edges, 'cause that's what I need. Like this one, this one. What the fuck? I subdivided that face. Yes. Yes. Is this like the previous version? Yes, this is a previous version. Okay, let me make sure that I am exporting like the right. I really get pumped by this cyberpunk music. It's a really good playlist and it's live stream safe. I don't need to, there's no copyright or trademark involved. So I really, oh, so now everything's getting imported. So I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen for anyone that's watching. I'm gonna show you what the issue is going to be here when I try to bevel this, because there's an edge missing here. And if I added one edge here, I would have to add it here and here and here to give continuity to the whole geometry, so the beveling would work correctly here in Blender. So if I try and do, let me try and do this. Okay, yeah. It gets all... See? Crazy things are happening there because I am missing this edge. That's how 3D modeling works. You need certain edges to support the whole geometry if you're gonna start making this type of changes like beveling. So see, that edge isn't supported there. So I'm just gonna go back and turn this one. Faces. I'm gonna turn this one into another object. Okay, indented house 01. Okay, so I'm gonna delete all of this. Now I'm sure that things are going to get exported correctly. Okay, there it is. Okay, so finally we can do this in Blender. Okay, there it is. This is the fucking good geometry. Yes, it's very simple geometry. And one would say, like an experienced 3D developer would say, like, why the fuck do you need a separate piece of software to make like this very simple cube with an indented cube? So it looks very simple here in Blender, nothing fancy, right? And the thing is that I don't have to do any UV unwrapping afterwards. That's the power of using Crocotile to do these things. I'm just sure that when I apply the material inside the whichever engine I'm using, the texture is just going to connect to the right faces. That's what makes my life easier. Even if the geometry is very easy. It's very simple. Okay, I think we are set for beveling. Yes, I think so. Okay, so 4 segments, and there it is. That was what I was looking for earlier. Yes, there it is. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna export this one. I'm gonna replace it. Okay, let me fire up my sample map, the one that I'm using just to test crazy things on the live streams. Okay, here it is. Okay, so these are the things that I've been working on the previous live streams. If you're just watching, if you're just joining the stream, I've been modeling and creating these textures in the past live streams. These are very new ideas that aren't interconnected with the previous things I have been making in Spaceman Memories. I'm trying to make different stuff for certain important places within the game. Like this would be like the houses of important characters or something like that. Okay, this one's going to be indented house. Okay, here it is. This is the material. Very simple shit. Like for houses, trees and things like that, it's just like the texture. The only exception would be if I wanted like lights coming from the windows, like in the cyberpunk houses that I'm using in like the night city. But if I'm just going like for something like this, it's just a very simple material. Okay, there it is. There it is. Yeah. I'm really digging the beveling. Yeah. I really like how the light is working on this geometry. Yeah. So let's move this one. Let's create like another of these islands, of these floating platforms. So we can put this one here. And it may be a bit small for my taste. I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, let's see how it looks with the spaceman. Let's see how the scale is looking here. So the scale is okay. Yeah, this is the right scale. Okay, so see what's happening here. This is very interesting because this happened to me when I was starting using Unreal Engine, because I just thought that if you just import in the geometry, like the collider of the geometry would work as intended, but Unreal is just getting like the simple collider of this geometry, like the very simple. Okay, only Hans is asking, are you gonna make a garage for Giorgio? That is a very good question, Hannah, because I haven't showed anything about this on Twitter, Instagram, or anywhere. So this is like premium stuff, premium lore from Spaceman Memories. I am adding a white dog as a companion for the character. I haven't showed it yet, but I've been working on it, like the character for the battles and like the avatar in the battle and everything. I have been working because I felt like the character was too lonely, and I wanted to add in a certain part of the game like a companion. So I'm certainly adding a white dog. So Hannah's talking about, only Hans is talking about my beloved little brother, which is my dog, which I see as a brother, called Giorgio, which is a small white dog. And I'm getting inspired on Giorgio to add a white dog to the game as a companion to the character. So Ismael Perez, you're back. Let me see what you're saying. Remember that several buildings have chimney pipes that are visible in the roofs, so some of the designs should have them. Yeah, you're right, you're very right. Yeah, the references have chimneys. So I'm just trying to get like the main structure of these buildings before adding like those additional details to each of these buildings to make them pop, to bring them to life. But you're completely right, I will work on the chimneys and these kind of details. Like I like this, like it looks like a balcony, right? Like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I will add those details afterwards. I'm just trying to get like the hang of which type of structures, which type of geometry I wanted to use for these new types of houses inside the game. But thanks a lot for the input. Oh, that's only Hans on Twitch. That's so funny. I was just saying to Dom that you should make a little white dog in the game. Yeah, and now I'm fucking adding a little white dog to the game. Yeah, I am definitely adding it. So let me see if I can show something about it. I do not want to spoil anything cool. I want to make sure that it looks like what I'm wanting it to look. But yeah, let me see if I have something that I was working on. Oh, Folta, what's up, my friend? Yeah, I'm working on this new kind of geometry that I saw from the references that I was using on these other days. So let me just move this out of here to see if I can find what I was talking about. Okay, so yeah, Folta, I'm working on this new house, which is inspired on this one. Yeah, I like the indented part. It looks very cool. Makes it look very like high tech, right? Like a futuristic house, maybe a bit post-apocalyptic. Okay, so yeah, I just got lost in the conversation. I was talking about the colliders in Unreal Engine. When you import these meshes, you would assume that the colliders would work as you wanted, but no, you have to change some things. I'm pretty sure that you can change it like in the import window, but I just go and click the mesh and change it. You gotta change it if you're just starting with Unreal Engine. This is a good tip. If you have been working with Unreal Engine for a long time, this is nothing, but you gotta change that collision complexity to use complex collision as simple. And now I'm gonna be able to go inside the indentation of the house, of the geometry. There it is. See, this is what I was talking about. So Folta, have you been working on your game? So you work a lot in Blender, right? If I recall correctly from Twitter, you work a lot in Blender. I've seen you working in characters and everything. So what are you working on right now? Okay, let me see if I can find what I was talking about the dog. Okay, so I was working on the UI of the battle the other day because the dog is going to be the companion. I'm still trying to find like the best way to make the white dog the companion in pixel art. But if you recall from let me find here UI battle. If you can recall, like this is the battle UI in Spaceman Memories. So see, remember this, right? You can see it on the trailer. So this is the battle UI in Spaceman Memories. This is like the avatar of the player that shows like the sorry, like the health points in the power points. And I've been working on the one for the dog inspired on my white dog Giorgio, and this is the one that I'm gonna be using. See, so this is the thing that I'm talking about. This is going to be the companion for the player in the battles in a certain part of the game. It's not going to be like a permanent companion throughout all of the story, but I'm working on this, and I'm working on seeing how to make the dog look in pixel art so it connects with the whole setting of the game. So there it is, Hannah. There it is. Okay, so Volta says, today I'm working on 3D character creation. I'm creating facial expression changes and animations. That is hard, Volta. That is hard work. Yeah, I'm always, because I worked in the past, I worked in 3D animation. I studied a bit of 3D animation, and facial animations are very hard. That is like one of the hardest parts of 3D animation. So yeah, props to you. Yeah, hard work there. Okay, we've got the house. I'm gonna make a variation of the house, of this house. Let me see. I'm thinking what would happen if I did this. We could make it like a 2-story house, right? Yeah, fuck yeah. And I could just change. The thing is that these buildings look cool inside, like the engine, but when I go into gameplay, because of the position of the camera that I'm using, I'm not even able to see like the top part of that building. So it doesn't make sense to make some buildings that tall. But we'll see what works here. So I'm just playing around here to see if I can make some interesting ideas work. Okay, so this is getting interesting, people. So remember, Rhymeshine, you sent me like a reference about something like this, like a house made of different pieces. This would be like a good way of approaching this. I can just go and start changing the textures, and I can have like that structure working very quickly. I think I'm gonna go and do that. I'm gonna make a variation of those textures so I can have like the top part of the house. So let me move all of this. Let me move all of this down here so we're able to see it correctly. Okay. Yeah, this looks interesting from far away. Yeah. The thing is that I have tried like rotating a bit the angle of the player. I'm gonna show you, but I don't like it. I think that the vibe of the HD 2D game changes. So I'm gonna show it right here. So player. So this is the player. And this is the camera. And I could change the rotation of the camera a bit. Move it a bit down. And see, I really don't like this to be like so down to the ground, because I like the tilt shift that you get from seeing things a bit from up. So it keeps like the HD2D vibe of the game. Keeps the inspiration. But in this way, I'm able to see the houses better. So I'm gonna give a thought to that. But anyways, yeah. Let's go back to the camera. Yeah, this one. It makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it makes more sense for the blur to be like a tilt shift camera if it's like from top, not from the front. But I'm liking this idea of making this type of structures very modular, right? I can just start playing around with things to see what happens here. Yeah, I'm just doing crazy things now. So let's go back into Pixel Basher, and I can make some variations of this texture. Okay. I'm gonna save this one. Dented house. Okay, so now I can start changing things here. First thing first, I'm gonna change the color of this. Let me see the references so we can get inspired on different colors. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm gonna try this one tomorrow. Yeah, something with different pieces. I'm gonna start working like in solar panels also tomorrow, like the antennas, yeah, the chimneys that Ismael Perez was saying. Yes, I'm gonna work in the chimneys, those other smaller details. So we'll do that tomorrow, definitely, to make these things come to life. But I'm just trying to see like the references to see like which type of inspiration I can get from this. Like for the colors. Would this look too fucking crazy? Yeah, I think so. Let's try this one. Yeah. So a pink house. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove this one. We're gonna make this one different. I could add like another smaller window. Yeah, like here. Yeah, maybe. No, this one doesn't work. I don't like that one. Let's try and see how this pink house looks. Maybe this is too crazy for the rest of the game world, the tones, but I always try to test things to see how they look inside the game before discarding an idea. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna make this big windows. It's hard to just eyeball like the right color here in Pixel Basher. Okay, so where's everyone at? Too much silence. Say something, people. Talk shit with me, make me laugh. Tell me a crazy story. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's see what this crazy house, this crazy pink house. Only Hans. Hola, Lera. ¿Cómo está la onda? Deberías de hablar en español en el chat. You should talk in Spanish. Talk Spanish shit. Grimeshine. Thanks a lot, man. Just watching the master at work. No, don't say master. It makes me embarrassed. But I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks. Would that look too crazy? No, I like that one. Maybe this is too blue now. Okay, there it is. We'll see how this crazy house looks. This is a crazy one. This is like the first time I do something like this with a texture in Spaceman Memories. Ismael Perez, I think the windows should be repeated on each wall. Small windows on one wall and large windows on another. Okay, let me analyze what you said. Windows should be repeated on each wall. Small windows on one wall and large windows on another. Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, so you're saying that like on this wall, like the front one, I should just use small windows, right? And on this one, just keep the large ones. That's what you're saying? Let me know if that's what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, let's go. This is crazy. This is a crazy fucking looking house. I really don't think I really like this type of colors. I really like these tones. Very cyberpunk vibe. But I don't think that they will work in the world of Spaceman Memories. Maybe like in the cyberpunk world, the one that is in the night, but maybe not. Okay, let me check the adjustments. I'm thinking that this is a bit too saturated. Maybe the lightness, maybe a bit too dark. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Yes. Oh, Grime Shines. So Ismail, so Grimeshine says that you should make your own game. Grimeshine on Twitch. Are you making your own game, Ismail? Yeah, that's what Grimeshine said. Yeah, let me know if you're working on your own game. Okay, let me see this one. Okay, there it is. Maybe this is too crazy of an idea, but we'll see how it looks. Okay, I think I'm still not digging the door. Maybe I will change that detail, but at least we have something that we can see, so we can see how it works with the lighting of the game. So I'm just going to replace this one. Yeah, this one. See, now we have the house. Like the pinky pink house. No, it's not that pink, right? It's more like the purple house. This could be like the alien nightclub that you were saying, Grimeshine. Yeah, the colors could be that. Okay, so let me see. Okay, yeah, I just need the texture. Export objects. This is going to be indented house 2. Okay, there it is. Grimeshine, it would be fun to see a DJ and people dancing on the dance floor. Yeah. Yeah. You should make a track for the dance floor. For like the club. Yeah. I really oh shit, dude. So I just remembered the track that I saw on your Instagram. So I'm asking this here in public, Grimeshine, to all of the world in YouTube, to the thousands and millions of subscribers of NerdyPunkDev in YouTube, Twitch, X, and Kick. So why the fuck haven't you uploaded that track to Spotify, dude? That track is fucking lit. That slaps. Yes, that is a fucking good track, man. Why haven't you uploaded it? I just heard it and it was like, what the fuck is this? I really like the chords. Yeah. What was your inspiration behind that? Okay, so now I can just come here and just import the texture. That's all that I need. Just the texture. See this one. I can just create the material. This is going to be matte, indented house 2. Okay. Grimeshine, thanks dude. I originally made it for a beat battle. I used to battle on this website and that was something I made for that. How did the competition go? The battle go? Because it is a fucking good track, man. Yeah. I really like the vibe of it and how you were using the Akai for the sampling and everything. I would very much like to have one of those Akais someday. That looks like a very, very fun piece of hardware. Okay, so if I just place this one here, no. So see, I'm just gonna duplicate this one. And if I just apply this material, no, what the fuck did I do? Okay, this one, there it is. Okay, so it looks interesting, right? I don't know if it works with the whole vibe of the game. Maybe in one of the other maps, but yes, this will work in the main map. Yeah, the initial map, like the purple one. But I'm gonna try that later because I have a bit of a mess on that map. I've been moving some things around. I will try it later. But at least just for the sake of seeing how it looks on that different floor. Let me check Overworld. Grimeshine on Twitch. There were 1 versus 1 battles that the people on the website. So we're talking about one of the tracks that Grimeshine produced because she's a very good music producer. So there were 1 versus 1 battles that the people on the website would vote on. I think I was ranked 3rd before I decided to stop. Holy shit, dude. That was very high on the ranking of the whole event. Because that was a good track. Why did you leave the competition? What was life too busy and that? Okay, so what was I going to do? Overworld, round, pink floor, blueprints. Yes. So this is the floor of my main map, the initial map. No, not that one. Yes, this one. I'm having a bit of allergies today. Yeah, that is too bad for me. So at least we can see how the whole vibe of the house is. Big walls. So this is like the main floor for the main level, like the initial level where the game starts. So yeah, this could be like another town in that part. I can just change the textures and have a couple of these cool looking houses. We're gonna transform this one, mirror it the next. Yeah. And now we have a neighborhood. A cool little dystopic neighborhood. Okay, let me see how the gameplay looks. Okay, so yeah, these houses would definitely work on the ground, on the atmosphere or of the initial world, with this, which is like this pink ground. Yeah, so I took inspiration in the in Japan, there are certain seasons in which the cherry blossom trees, the sakura trees, they become very beautiful, and you can see when the flowers fall on the ground and the ground is full of these pink flowers and everything. So I took inspiration in that to think about this kind of world for the game. So that's why it looks so pink, because it can look weird without the grass. I'm just gonna add the grass just for the sake of seeing how it looks. Okay, so here's the grass. That really changes the vibe. Okay, so I'm just playing around here. This isn't a level. This isn't a game world. This is like my playing around world for live streaming. So that's why this chat doesn't make sense with this other chat. But I'm just trying to see how the vibe of the assets is next to each other. Let me grab up some trees. Okay, so these are the trees that I was talking about. See, the cherry blossom, the sakura trees. So now we can have like this cool looking neighborhood. I'm just trying to see how it would look in gameplay if I decide to make like a town of these houses in that other game world I was talking about. Oh, Grimeshine, sorry. So you were saying about like the beat battle. Yeah, I just didn't have the time and there was some drama on the website. I didn't really want to get involved in it. Yeah, fuck drama, dude. Definitely. That's what I would have done. Yeah, I would just have left the battle like fuck that. I'm just here to have fun, to make cool music and everything. Yeah, no drama involved. So I get you. I definitely get you. Okay, so this is how the town would look. One of these towns would look. Let me add something else. Like underground dungeon floor 2. No, dungeon floor 3. Underground floor 1. No. Which is the one that I'm looking for? I think it's one of these. Yeah, maybe this one. Maybe this one. No, not what, that one. Let me see. Which is the one that I'm looking for? Purple floor? No. Okay, so I'll just go with this one. Yeah, I think this was the one that I was looking for. Yeah. I will just go with this one. Like to see like how like this cool road would look here. Like in front of the houses. So I'm just trying to get like a setting, like to see the full frame inside the gameplay, to see if I like this. Okay, so yeah, there it is. There's the ground. Yeah, I think I would very much like how this looks. I'm trying to set the scene. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, Grimeshine says, I love it. I'm realizing I think the grass dirt texture is a little distracting and takes your attention away from the details of the house. Yeah, I really love the look of those houses on that more solid pink texture. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So maybe if I end up using these houses, I would just go with the solid pink texture. Yeah, without the grass dirt. So are you referring to, when you're talking about the dirt, you're referring to this one that I'm standing right now? Or what dirt are you referring to specifically? Yeah, the grass may be a bit distracting in front of the houses. Yes, you're right there. So this is the perks of trying to set the scene. Maybe I could have like the grass a bit more like there, and this and this. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove this. Okay, so I've got something that I can use here. Yes, you're right. You're right. I should use one of the other. I have something that is like a small road that goes with the. Okay, I was talking about the default grassy texture in this test level. Oh, this one. Oh yeah, this one doesn't make fucking sense. Yes, you're very right. That one doesn't make sense with the pink houses. Definitely not going to be using these houses in this type of level, but in this one, yes. Okay, now I get what you were saying, but let me see, Grimeshane, because I've got some assets here, like pink floor road. Yeah, this one. This one. Yeah. I could use... Let me see. Okay, yeah. So, see, I've got these ones that I use for certain roads. But that takes a bit of time to build, because there's different pieces. So I'm gonna do that later. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the one that I was using. Oh, this one was the one that I was looking for. Yes. So see, this texture goes better with the setting of the pink stuff. So I found it. I'm glad I finally found it. Okay, yeah, so this is the one that I'm gonna be using here. Okay, so yeah, just to set the scene. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I think this sets the scene better. Yeah, I like this road better than the one that I was using, because it seems like the grass is coming out of the road, like it's growing. You can see those, like those tiny details there, and that is part of the displacement of the material, the nanite material. I'm using nanite displacement for this kind of stuff. So this one works much better with the pink stuff. Okay. Ismael Perez says, if there are trees on any type of or any type of vegetation, there should be soil around them to indicate that they're planted. Yes, I have very much thought about that, Ismael. I certainly have to add those details. I've been procrastinating making that asset to make the trees look like they are into the ground. That is a good detail. But yeah, I've just been procrastinating. I'm not gonna lie. But you're right. There should be like some ground around here, definitely. Okay, so let me see. We're up to 2 hours already. I'm seeing the live stream. And Wolfer Dev, how are you? Yeah, good to see you. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that you came by. Yeah, so yeah, the scene is coming along. That's what Wolfer Dev said on Twitch. Yeah, I'm just playing around with stuff, man, because I was like trying different kind of textures, because I started with this house, this one, this yellow one. This was the thing that I modeled today. And then I realized, yeah, let's try different colors. I went for something crazy, which is the pink house that you're seeing on the other scene. And that's how I ended up trying to do a different scene here. So this is just playing around, people. No, this is not a final level of Spaceman Memories. This is just for testing purposes. But yeah, I really like the scene. Gives me a bit of like the symmetry of the houses. Makes it look like something a bit dystopic, right? It can be nice, but a bit dystopic. It looks sweet with the pink and everything, but also a bit dystopic. Yeah. So we're up to 2 hours already. I just saw the auto message from the coffee stream bot. So Grimeshine was asking earlier about how... That was a very interesting question about how I am like masking geometry, that if the character gets behind the geometry, that that geometry gets hidden, right? So it doesn't cover the character. So this is how this is my own way. There are many ways to do this, but this was the way that I wanted to do it, and this is how it has worked for me. I'm gonna show it here. Okay, so building Tori. Okay, so this is this is a Tori gate, right? The ones that are in Japan. And this is the normal one with only the geometry. And if I get close with the camera, nothing's happening. If I go into gameplay mode and I pass through this, see, the player, the character gets covered by it, so I cannot see the player. That is a problem. Okay, so let me just change this. Okay. Let me see, let me see. Yeah, I'm not using the right collider on this one. This one is a Toddy that I didn't end up using. But what I'm trying to show is this. Okay, so if I go behind that Toddy, so the camera just covers the camera, right? I cannot see the player. So the way that I figured out this was I did this. Okay, let me see this one. Okay, so now you'll see the difference, Crimeshine. I'm answering to your question that you asked before on how I was managing when geometry covered like the camera. So this is covered, and see, now there's masking. See, if I go behind it, there is masking involved. So I can see the player. If the camera gets close to this geometry, I can see the player. And this is just not only for the player camera, this is for any camera, even the editor camera. See, so if I get close to this, I'm using this material, which is a masked material. Yeah, here in Unreal Engine. But the thing, while I was building this, is that masked materials do not cast shadows. They do not cast shadows. Okay, so Grimeshine says, oh cool, is it a tag in the object or a component or something? No, none of those, because it is tricky. These materials have there's something tricky about them. So I'm gonna show you now how all of this is working. So I've got this story which has one material, and this other one which has another material, and they look like they are the same. But if I get close to this one, see, it's getting masked and this one doesn't. And the tricky thing about masked materials inside Unreal Engine is that they do not cast shadows. You can see that here. So this story is casting a shadow and this one isn't casting a shadow. So that's the thing about those, that I needed a shadow for the Tori, but I couldn't use this one even if I had solved the problem of the camera. So the way that I ended up making it for this kind of tall structures, because see, I can go to this one and see the masking is working, but there's no shadow here, and we've got shadow here and the masking is working. So this one is two Tories, two Tori gates. This one, the one that is working, that has the mask and the shadow, it's a blueprint with two Tories merged, one on top of the other. So the thing that I did is that I merged them into one blueprint, and for the Tori that has the masked material, the one that doesn't cast a shadow, I did nothing. But for the other one that casts a shadow, because I don't need that one to be visible, doesn't make sense that that one should be visible because it covers the camera, right? I select that one and I set it as invisible, but with a hidden shadow. There's a setting here, like let me try it with this one. Yeah, see, this one. Okay, so this one doesn't have the mask, but casts a shadow. So if I come here into the details panel, so let me move the... Okay, I'm gonna move the details panel here so it doesn't get covered by my face. Okay, so here in the details panel, there's a setting called hidden shadow. See, in the lighting section, there's this thing called hidden shadow. You enable that one, and if I enable that one, I go now and I go into the visibility, and see, I can change the visibility of this mesh to be invisible, but the shadow still exists. So this gives me the shadow that I need with this one that doesn't have a shadow. So I just come and select this one. I'm gonna get this one. So give me just a sec. I'm gonna make that visible again. Okay, I'm gonna select this one. I'm gonna get like the location details. I'm gonna copy them. I'm gonna paste them to this one. So now this one is on top of this one. So I have a shadow, right? But that one isn't getting masked by the camera. So I have to go and disable the visibility. And there it is. We have the Tori, which is getting masked by the camera, but we have the shadow. Yeah, that's how I did it. Yeah, so Grimeshane says, oh damn, that's smart. Yeah, it's a hacky way of doing it. I'm pretty sure that there are other ways of doing it, like what Cobra Code is doing in the course in Udemy. But at the time, I was just trying to find like the quickest way for me that worked with my camera and everything. Yeah, so that's the way that I'm doing this for this kind of geometry. And I really like the effect, right? That transparency. See, this opacity, it's very, very subtle. Yeah, it's very subtle. So I really like how that works. Yeah, so that's basically how I am masking this type of meshes, this type of geometry here in Unreal Engine on Spaceman Memories. Okay, so let's get back to the scene I was working on. Okay, let's see the pink scene. Okay, so see this happening. I cannot go through here because I haven't set this geometry, the Tori geometry, to be a complex collider like I've set it on this one. So that lets me go through it. So if you're getting into Unreal Engine, make sure to fix your colliders for that type of geometry. That doesn't need to be complex for every type of geometry, but for that type you should definitely set it to complex. Okay, so this is the scene that we were getting. Yeah, like in the I'm gonna make a town with these houses. Definitely I'm gonna make a town with these houses. Okay, so what else? Let me see the references to see what other crazy ideas we can try today. Tomorrow, so if you're watching, come back tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm gonna try and model like these dishes. Yeah, the dishes, the antennas, dishes. I'm gonna try to model like boxes are outside the houses, those minor details. I'm gonna try to model like these things out of the houses so we can give them more life. And also I'm gonna try and model something like this tower. This will be my reference for tomorrow, so please do come back tomorrow if you want to see that process. Okay, Grimeshane says some street lights on Twitch. Grimeshane says some street lights would give it a cool vibe. I also like all the wires in the references. It would be cool if there was hanging wires and stuff connecting the different houses or connected to the power lines. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Let's see if we can put the streetlights. How do the streetlights will look in this scene? Okay. Props. Oh, how about if we put air conditioners to these houses? Doesn't look that bad, right? Looks nice, because this would be like a hot town. So let's add the air conditioners. Yeah, let's see how it looks with the air conditioners. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. I like the air conditioners. Okay. So what was I trying to find? VHS, wood fence. Let me see. Post, light post. That's the one that I was trying to find. Yeah, Grabshine says on Twitch, air conditioning looks sick. Yeah, those minor details bring things to life, right, man? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how one very simple thing like the air conditioner can make things look cool. So maybe this one. Okay, let me check here. Props train station. Okay, I know where this is now. Okay, there it is. So I've got something like a cable here that I can maybe add to the scene. So we'll see how it looks. Okay, Ismael Perez says, yes, those details to me indicate that someone lives there. Yes, definitely. That is the way of looking at things, Ismael. Like those details do give life to the houses. So yeah, I have certainly have to work more on those kind of details, like the air conditioner and maybe some boxes outside of the houses. Grimeshine on Twitch says, love that. Maybe a porch light on the indentations of some of the houses. Yes, I will work on the porch lights. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Ismael Perez says, but don't focus on too many. Yes, that is the balance that you have to find as an indie game developer. You would love to get into all of the details and try to build everything. Yeah, but one of the most important things of making indie games is just try to focus on what is needed and what isn't needed, what is essential and what is not essential, because if not, you're just gonna take way too much time on things that aren't that important, and time is of the essence when you're making games in a small team or by yourself like me, because I'm just making all of this by myself. So time is of the essence, so it's very important to find the balance, like Ismail is saying. Okay, so I'm liking the shadows in the houses from the cables. Yeah, I'm liking how the scene is starting to look like. Yeah, we've got the cables, the light posts. But yeah, you gotta find the balance. It was a good idea, Grimeshine, to bring the cables and the light posts. Yeah, definitely. So see, the camera is getting covered by these trees here. So this is a good time to try and turn that one into a masked material like the Tori. So let me just check if it isn't going to take me way too much time, or if I do it on another day. So camera depth fade. Okay. Material masked. Yeah, this is the material. It even works here, see? Here inside the editor of materials. If I move the camera, it's getting masked. So let me just grab the material of this tree. I'm gonna do what I was saying, like turning this into an object that gets masked by the camera. Okay, Grimeshine, random, but sometime you'll have to show me your blueprint for locking the camera. Oh, shit, dude. I'm very sorry I didn't send you that one. For locking the camera in place. Yeah, I just thought that you were going to focus on learning the stuff from scratch, and it wasn't that I didn't want to send it to you. It's just that I thought that you were going to focus on the new things. You weren't going to need it right now, but if you're gonna need it, I'm gonna send it yeah, today or tomorrow. Yeah, no worries about that, dude. I'm gonna send the full blueprint where you lock the camera. Yeah. Okay, so browse to this asset, and okay, so this one, let me see. So this is another geometry. I'm remembering now how this was built. Okay, so let's start first thing first. This, okay, so too many tabs now. This is starting to turn into Google Chrome. Okay, this one. I'm gonna duplicate this one. Why the fuck is this named green, light green? Yeah, this is early Spaceman Memories, where I was being very disorganized and using stupid names for things that weren't related to what I was making. So this one's going to be Mask Sakura 01. Okay, so this is a blend mode, masked. Specular roughness 1, yeah, that works. Okay, so does this one work? Yes, it works now. But let me see what's happening here. If I... Oh, Grabshine says, I wonder if you could make a constructor component that would automatically duplicate a mask mesh, turn on shadow, and turn off rendering. Yeah. Yeah, I should put my mind into that to save time. Oh, dude, I don't care. I was focused on learning some other stuff. That's why there's no rush at all. Yeah, I thought that there was no rush, that you were trying to learn like the new stuff and come back to figuring things out for your game. That's why I just forgot about it, because you told me that you were getting to learning the other stuff. But I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, but I will think about what you said, like making the constructor component that would automatically duplicate a mask mesh. Yeah, turn on shadow and turn off rendering. Yeah, I could use like the meshes that I'm using. I could put them in another blueprint and make the constructor component like the ones that I'm using for the floors, right? So I can duplicate stuff. So I should find like an easier way of doing this, definitely. Okay, so what was I doing? Okay, let me check this. So it doesn't seem like it, and it's fucking crazy, but this is the geometry of the leaves, people. Yes, this one that you're seeing here, it's this geometry. Yeah, doesn't look like it because of the masking. That's the beauty of the masking of the material. So the transparency turns it into something that doesn't look like this. So if I apply this material, see, we've got the transparency, but the mesh by itself, the geometry doesn't look like it makes sense at all. But yeah, that's how this works. So let me place this one. Okay, we've got... I'm a bit in trouble right now, because the masking is working, but I lost this opacity. So I'm gonna figure that out tomorrow. Yeah, on my time, off stream. So we do not make the stream boring. I'm gonna figure that out by myself, because it's a bit late now and my brain could be slow. Okay, so let's continue with the scene. I'm really liking the idea of making those modular houses, like using them to turning them like to different kind of houses, like Legos. Make them 2-story houses, because they work like 2-story houses, people. They do work. See, looks very cool. If I just do this now, it's a building. Yeah, so I could just do that to make the town more interesting, see? And I'm liking this because I've seen in Japan the architecture that they do these kinds of things, like these indents and stuff. They do use that kind of architecture, so I really like how that looks. Okay, wrong Tori. Grimeshine says, a small pixel rats critters running around between houses would be cool. Yeah, dude, I've thought about that a fucking lot. That those kinds of details that bring the world to life. I think that I've just been procrastinating it working on other things like the battles and the NPCs and the dialogues, because it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, making something like the rat moving around. Maybe I'll just make it very simple, right? Like the geometry, like it moves from one place to the other randomly, very quickly. But it makes sense that I should add that type of minor tiny details to the world to make it look more alive. So Ismael Perez, a brief review of the Tori. I think it is used as the beginning of the entrance to a temple. Yes, Toris they can be an entrance to a temple. They can also be, so is any one of you, the ones that are watching, did you watch Dan Dan Dan, one of the newest anime shows? And yeah, it's very interesting to talk about Toris, because they can be like the beginning to the entrance of a temple, because it's like going from one realm to another realm, to the spiritual realm. That's what they're for. But I was talking about Dan 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 because they can also be like, they are also used in houses, and they can be like for protection also. Like certain spirits cannot go through the Toris, so they are used in very different many different ways in Japan, and there's always a spiritual side to the Tori gates. It's about going from one realm to another, like in a temple. That's why there are the entrance. There are also in gardens. There are also in houses, like outside of a house, like in the entrance of the whole terrain of the house. You can find them, like in Dan Dan Dan. You could see that the grandma of Momo, Yase-san, had a Tori outside the house, and this Tori had like a seal of protection, so bad spirits couldn't come close to the house. So it's Tori gates have a very deep meaning in Japanese culture. So Grimeshine says, or even like a few little bugs as basically dots on the ground. Yes, man, that could be very easy to do with something like Niagara, I think. So let's bring some Niagara particles to this scene. Like, let me see. Like the ones that I'm using in the beginning of the game. Particle effects. Okay, these particles, see? So I could try to make a particle that looks in the ground, like that looks like bugs. Yeah, I could try that. So these are green particles that simulate like the leaves floating around in the wind, and that changes the setting of a scene a lot. Yeah, it gives a lot of life to it, right? See, you can see the tiny details of the leaves floating around. I'm gonna go into gameplay mode so we can see how they look. Oh, Grimshine says, I love Niagara. Yeah, I fucking love Niagara too. It's a very powerful system, and it can be very overwhelming when you're getting into Unreal Engine. It's still overwhelming for me up to this point, but it's very well thought, the way that Niagara is built and how things connect. So let me open this one. This one is a very simple. See, I have these particles that are floating around, and I can change like the color and the wind of it in all of the settings here in the emitter. So yeah, I have the lifetime, the color mode. I can change it to whichever color. I can change like the velocity of the wind, wind force. See, so it is overwhelming when you start with Unreal Engine, seeing like all of this, like what the fuck is all of this shit, but it all makes sense when you start using it. It really makes sense. See, so I can change the wind speed. Like if I go here and let's turn this into 500, will this get crazy? Yeah, see, now the leaves are moving very quickly. And let me see the size of the particle. The sprite size max, sprite size min. So I'm gonna duplicate this one. Yeah, so I do not change the one that I'm already using. So we can see just a bit of Niagara in today's stream. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this one. Yes. Okay, Ismael Perez says, remember just enough details, not too many. Yeah, not too many details. Yeah, but it is very easy to make these particles. Okay, so see that now it is very slow, like in slow motion. I think I changed something. The wind speed looks very nice. I hadn't tried this kind of thing. This could work like for a temple or for an underground area of the game, using this kind of particles that look like they're slow motion. And now you can see them. See, there they are. I like that. I like how they react with the light. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let me undo clicking elements. So this was the normal wind force. Yeah, 100. So the one that I'm gonna change, so we can see the difference between particles here in Niagara. I'm gonna place this one. This is the normal one, the one that I'm currently using. And I'm gonna place this one here, which is slow now. Yeah, this is slow now. So I can go into this one, and we've got like the wind force, wind speed. It's at 5. Yeah, it's at 5 now. So it looks like it's just floating. And I can go here in the initialize particle and change some stuff here. So let me move Unreal Engine a bit to the side so it doesn't get covered by the chat. Okay, so here are the particles. I'm gonna change like the sprite size minimum. I'm gonna change it to 30, and the maximum I'm gonna change it to 60. Would it be too crazy? Yeah, maybe yes, maybe. Oh, holy shit. This looks nice. Yeah, maybe too big. Yeah, maybe too big. But let's just see, just for the sake of seeing how the particles work. For anyone that is just getting into Unreal Engine and you can see a Niagara system working. Okay, so this was the initial Niagara system that I'm using for my leaves in the wind, and this is the new one. So this has a very low wind speed, but feels like the light is fucking passing by and everything, and it gives a good vibe. This doesn't seem too bad. Gotta keep working on this type of ideas. So now I'm gonna change the wind force so you can see how crazy this can get. So I'm gonna change the wind force to 1000. See, now it's moving very quickly. Yeah, the scattering. Yeah, the wind force. See, as the wind gets stronger, the particles get scattered in a longer area, in a larger area. So yeah, looks overwhelming. Niagara, it is overwhelming. It is very fucking complex. I haven't used it for like crazy stuff, photorealistic stuff, but for this kind of things, these tiny details, they add very good a very good look to any game. So let me see, let me change this one to, how does it look in 300? Okay, so 300 looks nice. So only hands. Buena onda. Sí. Se mira bonito. Se mira bonito estas partículas. Definitivamente. Yeah, they look nice. Me gusta cómo se ven, Hannah. Realmente que me gusta cómo se está terminando viendo esto y solo estoy jugando. Yeah, I really like how this looks and I'm just playing around. But this is how particles can work here in Unreal Engine. This is a Niagara system. That's what they're called. If you're not into Unreal Engine, yeah, just look into how Niagara system works. And you can do something like this. Oh, Crimeshine says in Twitch, yeah, for me it's all about picking a good starting preset to work all of in Niagara. Yes, try the presets, people. If you're getting into Unreal Engine, it can be very overwhelming to start from scratch, because the UI, yeah, the UI, it's just like, what the fuck is all of this? Can be very different from like the blueprints or the materials, which for me they look easier to look at. They make more sense when you look at them, all of it. And then you come here to the particles and it's like just this list of things, and it can get very overwhelming. But yeah, that's true what you said, Grimeshine. You gotta start with a template, it's better. Okay, aerodynamic drag. Let me see. Yeah, this changes the rotation. Yes, of the whole system. So you can change the shape of this. Like I could try like spheres. See, now they are spheres. See, yeah, it changes. Maybe I could try like a torus. How does a torus look like? Yeah, not that different. Let me see. A cone. Yeah, this can get very crazy. Yeah, but I was just using the box plane. That's the one that I'm using. Okay, spawn rate. Yeah, spawn rate is a nice setting in a system. So if I turn this number up, so this is the current system, the one that you're seeing on the right, which is this one. And this is where things get fucking crazy. If I turn this number up to 200, we're getting a lot of fucking particles. That is the spawn rate. Yeah. So things can get very crazy. So now this doesn't make sense, right? This is too fucking crazy now. But at least you know you're getting the hang of it. If you're just starting with Unreal Engine, you're just watching the stream and you were wondering, so how the hell do particle systems work in Unreal Engine? That's how they work. There's those Niagara systems. See, this is a high spawn rate on that system. Yeah. Okay, so let me check where we're at. So we're up to 2 hours and 42 minutes. So I've got 18 more minutes on the stream. So I'm gonna fix this one. Maybe I will leave that spawn rate. No, too high. Maybe 50. And I'm gonna change the particles to something smaller. Yeah, sprite size minimum 10. What happens if I do this? Okay, if you change, see, you can play around with the X and Y values of the particle, the sprite size of the particle. So now you can get like those longer kind of particles. Okay, but it's better to just, oh, what the fuck is happening? Don't crash on me. Don't crash. Don't fucking crash on Real Engine. Okay, let me see. I don't know when was the last time that I saved the fucking map. Doesn't matter if the map doesn't save. Okay, yeah, it didn't crash on me. Thank you, Unreal Engine. Thank you. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, I just leave this one at the same scale. On X and on Y, I can have like the same scale. So I could try this and maybe this on 40. Or maybe 60 was fine, I think. And the maximum. So this refers to the sprite size min and sprite size max. So how small they can be and how big they can be. Oh, so too fucking big. 60 is too fucking big. So we'll just stay with the 25. Yeah, this one works much better, and it gives a nice vibe to all of the setting of the scene. Okay, so let's see how it looks. Let's see what else can we add to the scene to at least like set the scene, like the camera. So this is too quick, way too much wind for my taste. Definitely I'm gonna change it to something slower. So wind force 3. Or maybe 10. Yes, 10 works. I really like 10. Maybe still too big. Gotta keep tweaking those settings until I get to something I like. But at least you're getting the hang of how you tweak one of these systems. I like how this is floating, like for a special place like a temple or a shrine. I'm definitely gonna be using this kind of particles that are just floating there in the space. No wind involved. Seems like there's lesser gravity here. So it's very cool. Yeah, something special could be here, like a special memory that the spaceman is going to recover, or a special character that the spaceman is going to talk to, like the fairies in Zelda, something like that. Yeah, this looks nice. Okay, so what else can we do on this setting of this town? What else comes to mind? Grimeshine, you still there? What else comes to mind for like something like this town? So you had some very good ideas, like the light posts and the cables and things like that. So I'm gonna start modeling things like what Ismail what La Coche Perez said. Like the smaller things, like the details that make you feel like someone is living in this house. I'm gonna also start doing that tomorrow, along with modeling this tower, which has a lot of fucking details. Yes. So Grimeshine says, yeah, for me it's all about picking. Yes, that's the last message. So yeah, no worries. If you have no ideas, no pressure, dude. No pressure. I'm just talking shit here. Okay, so the thing is, I do not want to start doing anything difficult right now, because I just got 10-11 more minutes on the stream. How does this house look on this world? This one looks nice on this world. Yeah, the blue goes with the vibe of this brighter world. Okay, Ismail says, small business stalls. Yes, I gotta look into that. Yeah, Grimeshine says garbage cans, boarded up house, small height fences around buildings. Yes. Yeah, definitely. I don't think I have like a garbage can yet, but let me see, like the wood fence. Yeah, maybe something like this, like around. How would I approach this one? Okay, maybe I can add like a fence to the whole. Holy shit, see? So this is the beauty of blueprints of the constructor or construction script. Yeah, construction script. Yeah, I can just make this crazy shit go to infinity very easily. Okay, so I'm gonna add this fence like around the street, maybe something like that, that separates like where like the garden and the grasses and the trees are. Grimeshine says on Twitch, maybe house pulled back from the main street a bit and have a smaller sidewalk going to the front door. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's do that. Let's do what Grimeshine is saying to set the scene. Yeah, something like this. And maybe I could use this one of this. Like for the floor of the whole house. For each of the houses. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, so what else did Grimeshine said? Maybe house pull back from the main street a bit and have sidewalks going to the front door. Yeah, just throwing ideas out, kind of giving myself ideas for my own game at the same time. Yes, this is the power of creativity, and the fucking internet. Yes, we can just share crazy stuff and we can use it in any of our projects. So if you wanna take references from anything that I'm doing here or any of the ideas that my friends have been telling on the chat, go ahead and make your own game. This is power of the internet. This is the power of live streaming and sharing your own process. That's what would make me the most happy if anyone told me, like, dude, I was just watching your live stream and I got this idea and I made a game with it, or I decided to make game. So what Grimeshine said, that's how it is, definitely. Okay, so see, yeah, the houses look better, moved a bit back. You were right, man. You were definitely right. And I'm liking how this fence looks in this part. Yeah, we're definitely setting the scene here a lot. Yeah, we're definitely setting the whole scene here. This is looking like a cool little town, which I didn't have before. So I'm just gonna try and do this on the main map, the one for the real gameplay. Also, Ismael Perez on YouTube. Fences protect something or surround something. I believe that important things should have fences. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm using fences in many ways throughout the game world. And yeah, we could use it like here. I would say like it's like for limiting like the humans, like don't go into the plants, into the forest, don't walk on top of the plants. But we could also put like fences, like Grimeshine was saying, like around the houses or something like that. But I'm thinking that the fences that I'm currently using are a bit too big for that. But let me see. Okay, so what else did Grimeshine says? It helps you see more of the house too, because your character is more likely to walk down the main street. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's why it works, what you said. Okay, so this one, let me see. If I divide like each of the houses with a fucking fence, let me see, maybe this one. Yeah, this could divide like each of the space of each house, so it gives more privacy to each family living in each of these houses. This town is starting to turn out nice, rather livable. Yeah, the fences work nice there, definitely. Okay, I'm just gonna grab some grass from here. Okay, so everyone, before ending the stream, I just want to remind everyone that Spaceman Memories, my game, is already available for wishlisting on Steam and on Epic Games Store. So I would really appreciate if you took a minute of your time to wishlist the game. That means a lot to me as a solo game developer. Helps me a lot with the algorithms in the stores. More people can see it, so when I end up releasing it, it can sell well. So I would really appreciate if you took a minute of your time to just add Spaceman Memories to your wish list. I'm just gonna put the link here just before ending the stream. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, there it is on YouTube. And now I'm gonna put it on Twitch. There it is. Now it is on Twitch. I cannot send messages through OBS and Restream to X or Kick. That's a shame, but at least I placed the link on YouTube and on Twitch. So please wishlist Spaceman Memories. So I will finish the game, even if I had 0 wish lists or 100,000 wish lists. Yeah, I will finish the game because I love the game. I love the story. I love what I'm doing here, making this fictional Japanese pixel art world. So, but it would really help me if you guys added it to your wish list. Okay, so Grimeshine was saying personal gardens, flowers and plants in people's yards would be cool too. Yeah, and I'm gonna work more in those kinds of details. The thing is that, yeah, what we were talking earlier, right, about managing time and focus, because I can just go like a full day, like working in one tiny detail, and yeah, it can be too much sometimes to go so much time in some things. But I'm gonna work in flowers and in gardens for the houses. I'm just gonna take like one afternoon, just get that out of the way so I can have it and add it in any other part of the game. So this house doesn't look too bad, right? Because it has bright colors. So the blue house doesn't look too bad, and we've got a very nice little town here with the houses, the pink houses that I thought that I wasn't going to use in Spaceman Memories, but I'm definitely gonna be end up using them. And this all came from this yellow house that I started doing in Crocotile today earlier. Okay, so no, this is not the yellow texture. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one. This is where it all started. That's the beauty of the creative process. One thing takes you to another one and you end up with something totally unexpected. I really didn't expect today to have like the bare bones of this kind of small town for the game. So let me just check the chat, make sure that, yeah, those were the last messages. So we're up to 3 hours already, people. Thanks a lot, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that you take minutes of your time to watch my process, my game development process. And I will be coming back tomorrow so we can try some different ideas. This was a very fun and productive day too, like the previous ones. And let's hope that I can keep up with the live streaming, because I'm having so much fun with all of you people, all of your input, all of your comments, all of your beautiful stories and your projects and everything. So thanks a lot to everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks a lot. So only hands. Saludos. Gracias por mirar. Un abrazo hasta Seattle. I'm sending hugs all the way to Seattle to my beautiful friends Hannah and Dominic. Thanks a lot, guys. I love you guys. Yeah, good night to you guys. Bye bye. Good night to everyone else. Really appreciate it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to follow me wherever you're using any kind of social media. You can always find me as NerdyPunkDev. Bye bye. Good night or good morning or afternoon.